Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of this Disney series. Today's episode we'll be talking about the past, present, and future of Epcot and Animal Kingdom. So let's dive into that right now. Alright, so we're going to start out with a quick portion showing off the map and layout of Animal Kingdom. So first you have the center, Tree of Life, and then basically you branch off into Africa, Asia, or Pandora. Dinoland USA is currently closed and is being demolished. It is making way for a new land. It has not been announced what that land will be used for yet, but we are hoping to see an announcement soon in the future. Pandora is one of the most popular sections of the Animal Kingdom Park. It has a few rides such as Flight of Passage, where you ride on the back of a banshee. These seats are awesome. I've tried the ride, and you actually get the feeling that they're breathing in and out because it uses springs or whatever, hydraulics, to push the sides of the seat in and out so that it feels like you're actually sitting on a living, breathing animal. And the second ride is the Rivers of Navi. It is a boat ride down the rivers of an alien planet. As for the second part of the park, we have Africa, and this is basically just one or two restaurants, one or two stores, and then one of the best rides in the park. It is a giant reserve called the Kilimanjaro Safari. It takes you through these habitats of all these different animals, and it is very awesome. I always ride it almost twice once I go there because it is so awesome to see all these different animals every single time. Sometimes a few are sleeping, or you'll see them because they're eating, so that is always one of my favorite rides when I'm there. And for the last section of the Animal Kingdom, it is Asia. Now this isn't actually one of the smallest sections. It only has one or two restaurants and one good ride, which is Expedition Everest. Expedition Everest is a roller coaster based on Mount Everest and a Yeti that causes a lot of trouble along the way. You go backwards and forwards on this ride, so it has a lot of cool special effects, and it contributes to being one of the best rides in this park. So now that we've gotten through Animal Kingdom, the next park is Epcot. Epcot is one of my favorite parks. It has a ton to offer, such as different world showcases which show off countries, their food, and their culture. So let's get into that park now. Alright, so Epcot is one of the coolest, in theory, parks in Disney World. Consists of two major parts of the park, which is the rides and shows half of the park, and then the World Showcase half of the park. The World Showcase half of the park consists of many countries which each have their own restaurants, shops, and maybe one attraction each. But this half of the park is very limited on the number of rides it has. The World Showcase includes America, Japan, Morocco, Italy, Germany, France, the UK, China, Norway, Mexico, and Canada. So now that we've gone through the World Showcase, I want to talk to you about the rides that are in the World Showcase. Upcoming is a very popular ride in Disney France. It is the Ratatouille ride and is coming to the France Pavilion, hopefully 2020, but probably 2021. And right now, the only other ride in World Showcase is Elsa and Anna's Frozen Adventure, I think. It's a dark ride, kind of like the Adventures of the Little Mermaid. That's pretty much all the rides that are in the World Showcase. And now to cap off this video, a little bit about Epcot's ride half of the park and the future of Epcot. So just this year, Epcot began an overhaul of the entire park, adding new rides, new stuff. So the first thing was Remy's Ratatouille ride, and the second is going to be the Play Pavilion. It's going to be an interactive land with a lot of games, and it's made for kids pretty much. And then the third thing is going to be a roller coaster based on the Guardians of Galaxy. It's called Cosmic Rewind, and it will be accompanied with a pavilion for one of the planets in the Guardians of the Galaxy universe. So as for the current rides, there is Mission Space, a space simulator that includes G-Force. For those who don't like the feeling of G-Force, there is an easy version of the ride, which is a mission to the moon. And for those who want to try the maxed, what it would actually feel like to take off in a rocket, you can try the Mars simulation, which is the red line, and the green line is the moon ride. Mission Space is also getting a restaurant that is a space view of Earth. You basically walk into the restaurant, there's a fake elevator that takes you up to space, and then you eat at a restaurant thousands of miles above the Earth and look down at the Earth below you. For another ride, there is Test Track. It's sponsored by Chevrolet, and it is an awesome ride. It's probably one of the fastest roller coasters in Epcot. It goes up to 65 miles an hour in the outdoor portion of the ride, and the indoor portion of the ride is pretty much just a dark ride. And then the last little section of Epcot is a nature section. It has a ride showing how they grow their plants and what types of plants they grow for all the restaurants at Disney World. And it also shows some aquatic life through a Finding Nemo area with a bunch of aquariums and sea animals. Thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next part. I think it's going to be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It's going to be the full ride, so that is a really fun ride. It's coming soon to Disneyland in 2022, but yeah, you'll see it there soon. And thank you for clicking this video. Thank you for watching this video. Like and sub down below, and we'll see you in part 3 of the Disney series.